Hello. Hoping we have some friends checking in this morning. It's been a busy morning for us. We're interested facility stuff for sure. I'm waiting on my two co-hosts also. I've checked in. They're both going to be here shortly. Good morning. My name is Rebel. I'm the Rebel Reseller, and this is our working live show for Wednesday mornings. I'm going to try to keep doing it on Wednesdays at 11 Eastern. That way, if anybody has questions or they just want to sit and listen and chat and work and send me questions, I'm good to go with that type of stuff. I'm going to be doing my shipping, and then I've got a busy day today. But still waiting.
Thank you.
Are you sure we're live? It says we're live, but nobody's here.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
I guess. Oh, there we go, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
I was afraid we were just broadcasting into the nether regions and not going to have anybody watching today.
I was explaining that nobody wants to listen to her.
Good morning. Yes, we're live. Yay.
Hi, Dina and Anjo.
Anjo Resell. Very good. I'm waiting on Lori and Elizabeth to join us also this morning so we can do some catching up and get a little bit of work done. And
so I'll give you something to talk about. My sister just called. There's a guy in Illinois near St. Louis, and we're going to be there next week, hopefully. And they closed out a knick-knack shop, and they want to know if we want to come in and buy some of it in like a liquidation kind of thing. So
yay.
That could be exciting.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Elizabeth. Okay, DJ's Punk, your name is Jen, right? Wasn't that her name, Jen? I'm trying to remember names. Good morning, Pamela Nichols. Ooh, thank you for being a new subscriber. Yay.
And Patchwork is Hannah, right?
Patchwork is right? Hannah.
All right. Hi, Hannah.
ERA Unique is Heather. I swear we need to make a master list so we can remember everybody.
Heather and Hannah. Yes, they're regulars now. Thanks for being so regular.
Yes. Together we sold it. Yes, we talked about the rabbit last week. Yep, the other day. Yeah. Y'all, my memory. Let me tell you how bad my memory is. I forgot something yesterday. Something really I shouldn't have forgot. I forgot yesterday was our anniversary.
Oh, no.
But I walk in the door. I picked up my son from the airport yesterday. I walked.
Oh, we lost you. Hello. Sorry, my daughter just opened the door with a huge box from eBay, and it was some boxes I ordered. I finally remembered to use my coupon, and I was like, "You can put them out in the garage." She's like, "I'm not putting them out in the garage." She's terrible. She's awesome, but terrible. There she is.
I hit the wrong button. I had a little cursor. I had this thing over your face, and I thought, well, I'll just reach over there and move it, and I disconnected me.
Oh, no.
So yesterday, I walk in after picking up my son from the airport, and Robert goes, I've been waiting for you all day to say happy anniversary to me. And I was like, I felt mortified. I felt really bad. He said, I just got a Facebook reminder 5 minutes ago that it was our anniversary.
So he didn't remember either.
Oh, well.
You are in the same boat. That's good.
Yeah.
Except he's the winner because he found out first.
Yes. Yeah. It was 10 years for us. 10,
Well,
10
happy
glorious years.
happy anniversary to both
Long,
of you.
painful years.
Oh.
He's mean. He's
Yo, what
mean.
was I was just watching a video last night about a mistake, your first date or something that was almost a mistake or something.
We went on our first date. We went to a local, I won't say their name, a
It's not
restaurant.
even
One of
local,
those
it's a
chain.
national
Yeah, it's a
chain.
national chain. We met there for the first time. I thought it was a good date. And then we were supposed to meet again the next day.
No, Tuesday.
Oh,
'Cause we
Tuesday.
met on
That was a
Sunday.
week. Yeah, the weekend. And all of a sudden, Tuesday, I'm getting these, I'm sick. I'm not going to be able to meet. And when you've been
He's blowing
dating
me
a
off.
little while, you start thinking, he wasn't as interested as I thought he was, and
Mhm.
this is it. So we just didn't communicate for probably.
I tried to get you to go out with me on the next weekend, and you said no. Had another hot date, probably.
So finally, he sends me a text message. I went out with my sister and her friend. We went to a sports bar type thing, and he sends me a message, and he goes, "I'm not a stalker, and this will be the last time I text you if you want to go out again." And so we went out again, and famous.
I said it's a fine line between stalking and showing interest.
So yeah, we went out again, and that was the end.
Awesome.
The end and the beginning.
Right. Or the beginning of the. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. That's great.
Yep.
Very
I'm
cool.
sure Lori's going to be here. She said she was going to be the caboose again. She was setting stuff up, so she'll be here shortly.
Okay. Well, I have been getting back on track with my listings. I think I mentioned last week my brother had been visiting. He was actually still here last week, but he had made a little trip on his own to South Florida. So he left to head back for Oklahoma on Friday morning. And I had a bunch of booktube stuff to do. We just launched March Mystery Madness on yesterday because, yesterday was the first. So I had a lot of stuff to do with that. But I knew I wanted to get back on track with listings. And eventually I would like to make it up to maybe like 15 listings, but I'm a long way from there. So my goal right now is to do 5 a day and really to do 7. So 5 launches, 2 drafts so that I don't have to, so that those are ready to go for Saturday, Sunday, and then use Saturday, Sunday, what time I have to prep items for the next week and photograph. I find that photographing takes no time for me. It's not hard to do. And I like to go ahead and have that done so that, because I'm at 2 ends of the house. This end of the house is the office, and where everything is in the garage at the total other end of the house. So I like to get my photos done when I'm getting things ready, and then I can come in here and I can make my drafts and do the listings and all of that. So I spent a good part of the day Monday just sorting books. I'm working on books right now. Excuse me. And I sorted book lots. Hold on, I got to mute for a second. I got to call. Didn't mean to turn my camera off. I'll have to take a swig of my coffee. So I worked on lotting up books, and I went ahead and found all the small boxes that I had, and I went ahead and put books in the boxes so that they're like ready to ship, and that way I could know how many books I could fit in each lot. And I got quite a few ready. I got, I guess on Monday, photographs of more than 15 listings. So yesterday I listed 5 and I drafted 2 more. And then I went and did some other stuff in the kitchen and all that. And then I still came back and worked on some more drafts during Dan and Amy's live listing last night until I just couldn't look at it anymore. So I'm excited. I feel like I can do this. Back when I first started, I was listing 5 things a day, and that's really what I can handle right now. Just me, when I have Emily, I have to take care of her and and do booktube and all of that 5 is good for me, and it's steady and it's doable, and it makes it so I have regular sales, but not more than I can't handle in a day. So my husband sent me a message the other day from work, and he said, I'm so ready to retire. And I sent him back a message, eBay, with the little emoji with the money coming out. And he's like, I'm ready. Let's do it. But he's not quite old enough. So we're a situation kind of like you guys. He's a little bit younger than me. So I'm retirement age, but he's not quite yet. So he's looking forward to the day.
Yeah. It was the best thing we ever did was both of us, we both were working jobs when we met. And then he decided to quit first. We talked about it because I was still doing eBay, but I was working full time. He was working full time. His contract ended, and it was just like, let's do this. And then he quit, and then I followed soon after and went ahead and quit. And we took the big leap of faith to, do this.
Yeah.
With this being our primary income.
So when you were teaching and working, how big was your store? Like, how many listings did you maintain, or how many, how big was your store?
It was probably less than 1,000.
Okay.
Maybe a little more. I don't remember. I quit teaching in 2007,
Okay.
but I was a stay-at-home mom during that time. And then I decided when I was going through my divorce to go back to work, but I went and worked for the state instead. I just really didn't want to go back in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I too have a child on the spectrum. He's an adult now, but back then he wasn't. And I just thought, no.
Oh, speaking of classrooms, I said to remind me of the plush I saw. So for anybody that doesn't know, I'm a substitute teacher, but I have not subbed very much since COVID with my special needs daughter. Once she graduated, she was class of 2020, so that year was her senior year, was kind of a bust. But once she graduated, she did e-school for a year, and then we just decided not to send her back, even though she has an IEP and she could go back. We just don't want to risk that exposure in she goes to an all special needs school. Maybe next year, we'll see. But anyway, so she's home, and I just don't have an opportunity to sub much. But when, on occasion when my husband is off on a weekday, I will try to go and sub just to keep my foot in the door. So my 150 days was almost over, and I had to get in there and sub. So I picked up a half a day at a high school biology class. And so I had one class, and it was just an afternoon. So I had one class, and then planning, and then another class. So it was super easy. And during the planning period, I was just kind of walking around the classroom, and I looked behind me, and up on the board, there was these strange looking plush hanging from the top of the dry erase board. And I was like, what is that? And it was the coolest things. There was a strand of DNA, and there was a brain. And at first, when I saw the brain, I thought it was a stomach. But then I picked it up and looked at it, and it said, it still had the tag, and it said it was a brain. And then over on the other side, there was a mitochondria. Mm-hmm. It was like a little spider-looking thing, I think. And then there was something else I can't remember. But she had left the tags on, and I took a picture of one of the tags just to remember the brand, because I thought, if I ever see that brand out in the wild, I'll know who to market that to. Teachers, science teachers. So I thought that was really cool.
I find them once in a while. There's white blood cells, red blood cells. There's all kinds of different viruses.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to look here real quick to see if I could remember the brand too, but I have forgotten.
I took a picture. I can look it up real quick. Let's see.
Hey, Courtney. Courtney from BOLO Buddies is here. Hi. You guys. She featured me in one of her real recent videos, but you've got to go watch this. She did a video on things that everybody in her group told her about, things that they have gotten veros or warnings or suspensions or all of that on. Mm-hmm. And I had shared with her the bunt pan. You can't use bunt unless it's Nordic wear, and the jacuzzi. But you've got to, I learned on there. I have sold Copper Chef before, and people were saying that they were getting veros for that. So I know not to touch that brand again. And
what was it again?
Copper Chef.
Oh,
It's
I've never heard of it.
we had bought this like bullet looking grill thing and I sold it. And I actually have seen one since then at an estate sale and didn't buy it. But definitely go check out that video. If you have not subbed with her, definitely sub because it is all excellent information. She was one of the first ones I started watching to learn about BOLOs because we can never know enough about BOLO items.
Right.
So definitely go check that video out and definitely, if Robert can figure it out, he'll put the link in here also.
You can usually do it after. You can't hardly put things in the description when the live is going on, but once we're done and it goes, it goes onto your channel, then you can fill in your description with everything.
Yeah,
so here's the brand of that plush. It's called Giant Microbes. By Drew Oliver.
Yeah.
And the one I couldn't remember was just called T4. And I didn't get a picture of it at all, but it was, I don't know if you can see it. It's not good. I don't know. It was just like a long thing with some legs on it. And so I guess that's its only name is T4.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. There's smallpox. There's
oh my goodness.
part sales. I have found them very often. And
neat.
I always sell them separately.
Hey, Lori.
Hi.
I like your braids. How cute.
Thank you. I'm ready to cut this off, so I just want it gone. So,
Aw.
days soon, you guys I'm going to show up. You're not going to know who I am.
I know. I would never recognize
Same
you.
here.
It's so hot down there. It's too hot for it, you know?
I know. I need a cut too. Let's all get haircuts this week, and we'll all come back, and no one will know us.
And
Let's all get makeovers.
It was frost on our windows this morning, and now we've already had to open up our windows because it's starting to get so hot here again today. So,
well, that's a good sign.
You can't win in Tennessee.
You can't wear Rebel. Last week I had my heater on, my air conditioner, and the fan, like all 3 different times. You know, it's just crazy. But we got cold here a couple weeks ago. Last night it was a little chilly in the 60s, which still cold. How is it up by you, Lizzie?
Oh, it's good. It's I don't know the exact temperature, but it's nice and warm outside. So, in fact, I was gonna work in the garage today with the door open, but we couldn't get the sound right. So I was gonna try it on my phone, and so I signed on a few minutes early to work it out, but it didn't work. So I'll try again next week, and I'll take the computer out there. But it would have been too much of a risk to move it. This late in the day, so I'll try for next week. This computer's kind of fussy. If I unplug it, it may go out completely, and then I would have to take time to reboot. And
yeah, that's the first week. That's what happened. Our computer in the living room had to reboot. But I got my iPad. It just seems like all my electronics though at the house are going down at once. My living room TV, my vacuum cleaner, like my washer. Why? Why? What's going on?
Yeah.
All that stuff comes in 3s, right?
Oh man. And it's not cheap stuff. It's not like stuff you can really thrift either, you know, like but it's just and TVs are so cheap. Is that
yeah, we need a new washer, and it's working right now. In fact, I started it because I was going to work in the garage, and then when I ended up coming back here, I was like, oh, the washer's running. Hopefully it's not making too much noise. But it keeps going in and out, and so I've been shopping for one that doesn't have an agitator so that I can wash my plush without running it. So that's my
I know. I've got my eyes set on a stacking unit because I have my washer and dryer up on my desk, 2nd floor. I had my husband put it outside my kitchen window, so it's right on my second. It was downstairs all the way. My house is a stilt house, so I'm up like 16 feet. But it is so wonderful being out there. But now I got to find a washer and dryer replacement that will fit.
Yeah,
not going to be a good $1 billion. So
yeah,
good times. How was your guys' week? Any good sales? Big sales? Rebel?
No.
I saw that.
I kept thinking March is going to be better. Not yet.
It's only the 2nd. Yeah, I didn't list a lot last month, so so I'm feeling it now. But I'm back on a. Just before you came on, I was telling her that I spent all day Monday, a good portion of the day Monday, just getting a lot of stuff ready. I sorted out a lot of book lots. I took pictures of like 15 different listings, and so then yesterday I listed 5 and drafted 2. So that's my goal, or like every weekday is to list 5 and draft 2, so that I have the weekend, have 5 ready for the weekend, and then use the weekend to get more ready for the next week. So that's my sticking to it. And I told my husband, so I have to stick with it now, because I told him that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of like, what do you say, spreadsheet hell. So I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. I used Vendu for like a year, and I kept getting double listings and glitches, and so I just stopped. And when I stopped doing that, I stopped putting in my information for my, buying, which I haven't really done much this year, but I need to just do a regular, spreadsheet on Google Sheets, and just so I can keep track of everything and get that in my my routine. Because I feel like I'm at a stop. Like if I don't have anywhere to write it down and keep stored, like I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband's like, "Well, eBay keeps track of it." I said, "The hell they do."
Not well though, because
Not well.
the listings disappear after 90 days, and not
There's
everything.
You can do that, run that duplicates listing scan. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I did, and it didn't help. There were still double listings up. However, it was a while ago, so I need to give it another go. But I mean, it was like a couple glitches with Vendu. Was like they had switched all my shipping prices really high. It was just a glitch, and I had spoke with them, and they were great. But the volume that I was doing, it was hell to go backwards and fix all of that. So I just stopped it. And they have a really good analytics on their app, and I really like it. But I just can't. I can't trust all of my business in an app like that. I know it comes here.
Yeah.
I like them. I think it served its purpose in the beginning, helping me get all my listings over to eBay. That really helped. But after that, it's just like, no.
I think it's good to have your own, and also have it like printed out or on paper as well. Have that backup.
So I went back and watched Rebel's old video on the spreadsheet, on her spreadsheet, and I think I'm just going to copy.
That's fine. It's got my basic, but you can definitely add to
that's
it.
Exactly that's what I keep track of. Exactly what was on that. And I'm just, I'm all over trying to get ideas. I'm just not a spreadsheet person. That's not my game. Like if you want me to, create you a colorful chart, I'm your girl.
Yeah, I'm horrible with the bookkeeping, and I was just watching Dan and Amy because I've been binging their videos. I'm up to just this past month now. I've watched them all, but she was just saying bookkeep every day, like, and that's what they do after their shipping.
Don't you do it every morning, Rebel? Don't you do the same thing every morning? You do yours?
I list every morning. I do my spreadsheet as I'm processing.
Okay.
So, I type everything up, and then the next morning it's just copy paste to list. But yeah, throughout the day, if I need to do stuff.
Okay. That's how, you know what? And that's kind of how I do my listings, because I draft as I'm going. So I'll take a photo, draft it, and instead I'll just draft it into my spreadsheet and copy and paste just like that. Because I don't know how people do. Maybe there's a trick to it, but I will forget if I do a whole bunch. And if I don't write it down, there's a bucket right here full that I took photos of and nothing, like still sitting there, because it's not in that. It wasn't in Vendu. It wasn't in a spreadsheet. So I didn't know. Also, looking for something that you misplaced is huge to have, so where you listed it, you can know where to go find it. That has saved my ass so many times.
Yeah,
I love them, but jeepers, I can't. I just need to keep track of my own. And then what's the purpose of having? I can cross list myself. I don't have a bunch to do, so I just do it really quick. Like I'll do 20 from eBay to Posh like in 15 minutes. Done. So it's just not worth it for me. But I don't want to bad talk them. I like that service, and they're sweet people, and they always helped me when I had an issue too. But just moving on.
It is. It's
Rebel,
I don't know.
I was looking back through the comments. There was a question from Together We Sold It. Did you already answer
Oh
that?
no, I didn't, and I meant to. She said that I'm assuming she has a Squishmallow. Here, I'm trying to use this computer to look, and I can't.
It says Bailey Beluga plush that was disgustingly dirty from the bins. I sprayed Zymaway on it and let it soak for a while and used Carbona on the ink stain. Can't believe it came clean. It's white. My question is, should I run it through the washing machine just to be sure?
If it was that dirty, I think I would. Just to make sure that inside isn't as grungy, because, you know, that person might get it and their child get it wet, and if gross stuff starts coming out of it, that might not be good.
Right. Just down from there, someone named Victim Red says, my daughter loves giant microbes. She's got COVID. So I'm assuming you mean the COVID plush.
They must have came out with the COVID plush.
I don't know if I'd want the COVID plush.
Come on.
Yeah, just when you came on, Lori, we were talking about, I subbed, because I'm a substitute teacher, I subbed in a biology teacher's classroom last week, and she had some plush of things like a strand of DNA and a brain. It was all these little plush hanging on her at the top of her dry erase board. And so we were talking about the brand called Giant Microbes. And, you know, if you ever find them out in the wild, that's who buys them. That's who wants them as teachers.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's great. That is great. Yeah, I think I would pick those up if I saw them.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I found this lovely Fiesta wear, though.
Ooh.
That's a nice purple.
I have a question about Fiesta wear. Is the Fiesta wear name on all of the pieces or just the plates? Because like some of the older things, does it say it on there?
It's just really light, but you can see there's almost like an H or something. Here, sorry. See how it's like in, see the little ripples?
But does it say Fiesta?
It does. It does,
okay.
But it's really light and it's really hard to see. But this H thing right here, where is it?
Okay.
Aren't the newer ones actually say Fiesta on them, though? I mean, really, like really in writing.
Yeah, like real beaded, like, yeah. This is on there. It's just an older piece.
It's like indented, sort of, like stamped in there. Oh, okay. Well, because I found
see that little H mark thing?
Okay.
There's one of those on all of them.
Okay.
It's like that little, see it?
Because I passed up it was like a bowl or a small plate or something. I passed it up at the thrift store. It looked Fiesta ware, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to sell it as one if it wasn't, because I've had a couple of plates that I bought at a yard sale before that said Fiesta. They sold right away.
Yeah, the only reason I knew it was that little indentation, and actually when I grabbed it, for some reason I had Hall on the brain. Oh, I get in the car.
All right, I'll have to go back and look at that plate if it's still there, and if it is, I just, wasn't sure, and I thought, well, I don't want to risk it. And it wasn't expensive, but I didn't want it for myself, even if it turned out to not be.
What's funny is I remember seeing a lot of these on Facebook Marketplace not too long ago locally.
Yeah.
And I was looking at them, and then they were gone, and then these are at the thrift, so I'm wondering if they ended up getting donated.
Could very well be.
Anyway, $6 pickup, that's not bad.
Yeah. I was at a garage sale, it's been a few months ago now, and on their table, they had this stack of platters and dishes and a couple of mugs, and it said $3. And I said, is this $3 a piece or what? And they said, no, the whole stack for $3. So there were 2 Fiesta ware plates, the seafoam green in there, and some other platters and things like that. So I sold the plates immediately for $20, and then I sold one of the other platters for $7, and I only paid $3 for all of it. So yeah, it was great.
I love those when you find bulk.
Yeah. I've got it all listed, so hopefully I'll sell the rest of it. Well, actually, I gave one of the mugs said teacher on it, so I gave that to a friend of mine who's also a substitute teacher. And then the other one was an advertising mug, but it's a local advertising, and I don't know if it would sell anywhere, so I have pins and scissors in it.
Yeah. I sold some more mugs. So I
Have
think we may not have very many left from that whole big lot, but I'm definitely watching for them all the time.
yeah. Well, so this particular one that I got in that batch of stuff, it's just like a local insurance company. Well, it's from a couple towns over, but I didn't even comp it. I guess I could look it up and see, but I think it's one that they give for free when you sign on to buy insurance with them.
Yeah.
So
I
I don't
don't
know.
normally look those kind up
Yeah,
either.
I didn't
Or
figure
like
it was worth anything.
State Farm or any of them.
Yeah. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
what's that?
It's like a hanger for the wall, you know, and then I look closely and it's got this really badass ruler in it. And
Huh.
it's a what did you call it?
Advertising.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a real estate.
Oh, neat.
So isn't that neato?
I love it.
And
I
it takes
think
little dealy mabob.
I think on one of Courtney's videos recently
I was
that I
gonna say,
watched,
it's
she had something about them.
much. Is she on here, guys?
I think she is.
I know, it's so funny because I was telling myself today I have a Courtney piece, I have a nurse flipper piece.
All our favorite ladies.
Thank you, women. There's been no clothes at my thrift. None. So I've been like meandering into the back. Why is my
I've got some major things to go to today. We're going to my favorite estate sale company sale. Starts today at 3.
Ooh.
And she's put in the ads. She doesn't do pictures, so you just got to but she's like, the house is so packed, they're going to do it for 2 weekends. And then I bought into a pre-sale tonight to go to a child's consignment sale, and I won't mess this one up this time.
Check the dates.
Yes,
Check the times.
I have a ticket. I have to show my tickets. I need to make sure I remember it, but I'm going to that. And then tomorrow is another one of the large ones in our area. So I'm going to be at that one at like 8 in the morning. So
Awesome.
yes, busy.
Can't wait to see the haul. So does the estate sale have potential to have plush or toys, or is it like an older person that died?
She never says, but I find so many. This is the same estate sale company that I bought all those dolls that I sold for way over $100.
Okay.
I bought all of the Christmas ornaments that I sold for $100 each. I bought them at their sale. They have amazing sales. Oh, the Boyd's Bear, my $500 calendar plush. I bought it at her sale.
Awesome.
But yeah. So we may not be here next week. I guess we need to bring that out.
Yeah.
We may not be. I may only be doing lives from like the St. Louis bins.
Okay.
Problem with living in the country is you're mostly on septic systems, and we're still having septic issues. So I'm not leaving unless I know for sure we're going to be okay.
We've had so much rain.
We've had torrential rains this past week. Torrential.
Yeah.
And I think it's affecting our septic.
Well, if you're at the bins at this time, you could just sign on live and we'll come on and we'll comment about what you're seeing, and we'll be like, get that.
Wow.
Stop, go back, get that.
I was talking to Court. I'm scared to take cameras into places. I'm
Really?
scared to do that. I'm so afraid somebody's going to go, you ain't allowed to be doing that. And
Well,
I'll
then
just
turn
be
it
like,
off. Then just turn it off.
You know, just say, don't look at him and say, you're not the boss of me. I
say that to him all the time. You're not the boss of me.
Yeah. You turn around and walk away. They're not going to follow you. Like, that bitch is crazy.
We'll see. We'll see what's happening Wednesday. That might be, I don't know can I do that from my phone? I'm not I can do a live from my phone.
Well, do you have one of the strappy things to put your GoPro on?
I do.
Just do that, and then probably no one's going to even pay any attention. And if they do, just turn it off. I know Dan and Amy have said that at their bins, they don't like them to film, so they don't. But other people do. oh shoot, what is her name? Like Dumpster Diva or something. She films in her bin store all the time.
I always take pictures. I don't think I filmed in there before, but I do take pictures quite a lot when I'm up there.
And if you've got it strapped to you, then you've got both hands free and then you can show stuff to the camera.
Yeah, that as you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a grand plan.
You guys are causing me angst.
Oh, well, don't do that.
We'll see what we can figure out. Robert's sitting over here. He's calling me a coward.
Well, if Robert's going to go in with you, right? Let him strap on the camera, and then you can,
yeah, right.
You can talk, and he can be the.
I'm forever telling him you should get in front of the camera, and he's like, "Oh no!"
But he would still be behind it. He would just be wearing it. He'd be behind the camera, and then he could film you talking, and you could talk to the camera.
I like that.
Perfect.
I've told him.
Great idea. Then he'll get yelled at. For the camera.
Yeah,
I know.
he can take it. Then if they boot him out, then you're still there to pick out what you want.
I know, but no, we can't be getting. This is my new honey hole, my new place I love to go to. Lori, are you seeing comments?
No.
Dina Hicks is asking, where are you from?
I live in Big Pine Key, Florida, which is about 30 miles east of Key West.
Hey, does she want her TikTok channel shared?
Did you want your TikTok channel shared, Lori?
Sure, I don't care. I just started it.
She got brave and sent me her first TikTok the other day. I don't even think I have a TikTok. I don't think I've even logged into it.
Okay, now I can see the chat, but I got to switch off the page. I don't know why it won't come up with
I should have showed you guys this. I found a 10-pack of cassette tapes somewhere at a estate sale. I think I paid $3 and they sold for $53.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's awesome.
Dina says a Wisconsin accent. I grew up in Chicago. So
nice.
That's where the accent's from.
That's
Too
funny.
Right on the line too, like North Chicago. So, and actually we have a house in Wisconsin. That's so funny.
I didn't notice it until you just said that. Now I noticed it.
So Courtney says that some places have no camera rules. You know, I mean, if you get there and there's a big sign that says no filming, then you know. But I wouldn't even ask unless they tell you, because that gives them an opportunity to say, no, you can't. You know, I would just do it. And then if they say, no, you can't, then you say, okay, no worries. I didn't see and then you say, oh, I didn't see a sign saying that I couldn't. You know?
Yeah.
So I too, and these are silver. They're marked silver on the bottom.
Nice.
I didn't even know that. I just grabbed them because they were really cute.
Yeah.
All
Better
right.
to get forgiveness than permission.
Yeah. Robert said it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. Did you see Together We Sold It said that the Bailey Beluga plush was a Disney store animal? I have never heard of that character. Is that from Disney Channel maybe? And I worked at Disney over 30 years. I don't know Bailey Beluga plush. I don't know
Bailey
that.
Beluga.
I gotta look it up. I'm looking.
I know. I thought I was up on all the characters.
Oh, I've had that before. Huh.
Like this.
Is that from Dory? It might be Dory.
Oh.
Yeah. Finding Dory.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know all those little characters' names.
Very good. Yeah, I'd wash it.
So Dina, you are from Bradenton. That's awesome. I live in Central Florida in Polk County. So not super far from there.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier, Lizzie. We got to get Rebel down here to Florida and conquer
absolutely.
Some
Let's
Robert
meet we can meet in the
Robert
middle.
said the other day we're supposed to go to Nevada in May, but it really depends on some stuff he's involved in. But if not, he said maybe we'd come to Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I want to go up to the mainland and do like regular garage sales. We don't really have those down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if anybody has it, it's like they put the sign up the day of.
Right.
I know a lot of times, like if I have stuff to mail on Saturday, I usually don't get out of the house till closer to noon, but I'll go mail my stuff. And I think, well, while I'm out, I may as well drive around the neighborhood, just see if anybody threw up a yard sale. And I usually end up finding at least one.
That's how I have to do it. I was thinking of if I knew more about the estate sale business, if I had just somebody to help me down here, I would probably break into that business. You know?
Yeah.
So there's nothing down. There's one lady that does it. She's sweet enough, but she's only one person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I like her sales, but they're few and far between. And I think she just does it when she starts getting low. She goes back, does a sale, and beautiful way to do it.
So, Rebel, Hannah wants you to stop in Georgia on your way down to Florida.
Definitely. My brother's in Atlanta too.
You have to do meetups all the way down. You know, as you get more popular on YouTube, you'll have to start scheduling meetups where all your fans can come and meet you. You know, you'll be signing autographs before you know it.
My sisters harass me quite often, and I said, I won't feel famous until the first time I go to a yard sale, and they'll go, I watch you.
Yeah. The Commonwealth picker gets that a lot.
Yes.
People will see him at yard sales.
Popular, Rebel. You're pretty popular. People know you.
Yes.
Something tells me it might be coming this season.
Hey, Holly. Hey, Chantel.
Hi, guys.
You guys are in. Yeah. Holly said she's in for her lunch break. That's sweet. Eat your lunch. Watch a little video. Do you sell dolls? I sell dolls. The Monster Highs I like to find, especially, but make sure they have their hands and their feet. But then again, I've heard you can sell some of the harder to find ones with even missing hands and stuff. But definitely, really? I don't know the Ever After very much yet. I haven't seen very many of them at thrift stores or anything, so I haven't really checked them. But
Are they from that same company?
I have no clue. I don't know.
I know to watch
the Monster High. What are the dolls?
The one with the Lilith?
The Blythe. Yeah, my two biggest, sales ever was a Blythe doll and a Sasha doll.
And that's a Monster High dolls?
No. These are Blythe dolls and Sasha. They're regular dolls. Okay. But yeah, the Monster Highs do really well. And especially my new dream is to get to a yard sale and somebody has a whole tote of them. I'm going to buy them all.
Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be great?
I gotta go. I have a little thingy I bought at a yard sale that I need help identifying. And if y'all can't identify it, maybe you can tell me a group that can. Hold on one second. It's right over here.
Hold up. Can you frame this in for me so I'm not fighting it?
I think I'm going to send a box to the Real. I got some really high-end stuff the last time I was at the bins. Like really nice brands that like comp out at $700 or $800 for a dress. I know. I mean, I went over it again. I'm like, is that what that says? I'm like, Christopher, come here and look at this. But I got like a bunch of it, and I don't know if it would be better suited just to send it in and see what they say.
I don't know.
I think I got pieces, but I'm nervous to list this stuff is sitting here because I'm scared to list it. List it wrong, or gosh, what if it's not the $800 brand? What if I really screwed up, you know?
My gut says list it yourself. I always think list it yourself. You'll make the most money, right?
There's just so much. I just need to do it. And
all right. So this little thing, it's a little scarf. It has a tag. It says Disney, Just Play LLC, and it's got an address, Boca Raton, Florida. Then it says Fantasy Play Costume, fits sizes 4 to 6X. And then, like 100% polyester, made in China. So that's the tag. Now, here's the design. I have looked, I've Googled, I cannot find any costume that has a scarf.
Is it the girl from the Toy Story?
No, because her stuff is not pink. It's not Jessie, at least not that I know of. Jessie is more primary colors, but it does look like a sheriff.
You know what? I'm thinking like, who's that? Just Play does a lot of the like kitty cartoons.
It's got Velcro.
I'm thinking like that sheriff. What's the sheriff? Callie. I'm not sure. There's
Callie?
yeah.
Callie's World?
What is it?
Is it Callie's World?
I thought her name is Callie.
Yeah, Callie.
But I asked the people at the yard sale, I said, do you know what this goes to?
She's got a little bit. She's got a pink scarf on.
That's who I'm thinking. It's
a
Callie.
cat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Courtney
Callie.
says Callie and Dina says Callie also.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sheriff
all right.
Callie.
Let me write that down and look it up because I could sell it as a replacement
See her
piece. I don't
little
have the rest of the costume, but I don't know, who it goes
Yeah,
to.
her name is Sheriff Callie.
Sheriff Callie.
scarf.
And that's a Disney character?
Yeah.
Is it from
Lucky scarf.
say again?
Lucky scarf.
A lucky scarf?
Yes.
Well, she wasn't very lucky. She lost it.
Lucky scarf. Even she has a
Exactly.
video.
She needs it back. All right, then I have
Bring
one
that
other
down
thing.
there for me.
I found these 3 little pieces. This one, obviously Fisher Price. It says Fisher Price.
Little people.
Yep.
Little people. And it has it's a little trailer, so it's got this little trike that hooks to it.
Yeah.
Cute.
So I was looking at that, and I was looking at, these things are flat. Okay, so then in the same batch, though, was this with no marking. It does not say.
That's Mickey Mouse, and that sells for about
That's
$20.
That's Thomas?
That's Mickey Mouse. I've got one of them listed right now.
This one?
Yeah, it's the Little People Mickey Mouse.
Okay,
Oh.
because, well, the reason I was thinking it might be something different is because, like, this thing here has a little indentation, so it's clearly different. It's still compatible with this.
Right. It's probably this type shapes. Little
Okay,
People.
but I did Google Lens it, and I did see one picture, 1 or 2, that had this face that said Little People.
It is Little People.
Or
Little
Fisher
People
Price.
came out with the Mickey Mouse series.
Okay, so this is
So,
from that series. Okay.
Yeah. I think I've seen one of them. It was in one of my previous hauls, Elizabeth.
So should I sell? I'm sorry, I didn't remember.
Making me repeat
So would you
myself.
sell this one separately
Yes.
from the others? Okay.
Yep.
Did it come with a little guy or just that?
No. These 3 things were just in a pile of stuff at this
Cute.
same yard
Good
sale.
find.
And I was like, oh, I know those are Little People. I'm going to grab them. And I think I got them for $1 each. And I was excited to get them. But then I got home and I was like, oh, this one doesn't say anything. And I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
All right. So
Somebody sold that train with Mickey and then the little Mouseketeer boy for $30.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
So, hi Tracy.
So that
Hi,
one might do
a
good.
rural squirrel. Now I think she's given us her name before, but I can't remember. What's your name again? Rural squirrel. That's a hard one to say. Rural squirrel.
rural. Oh yeah, my L's are gone. Rural squirrel. Oh yeah. No.
And Lori, Tracy said you can get a video conference with a consultant from Real since you have so
that's what
many
I'm thinking about
pieces.
doing. That's what I'm thinking. And it's only with the really high end stuff. I think it just is a better platform. It'll sell.
Kristen.
You know? But I think I'm gonna give it a whirl on eBay first and see what I can do. Oh guys, I sold 3 pairs of those shoes already.
Oh, great.
That's
Did you do good on them?
Yeah, I did. I sold let me look. Vionics, the heels, the black leather heels I sold for $40 plus shipping.
Nice.
And then on Poshmark, I sent you that picture of I sold this vintage boiler suit. Griner.
Oh, wow.
Let me show you that. It is really Okay, and then I sold the Tory Burch striped socks for $38, and the Birkenstocks for $60.
So you're way into
I'm
the
way over,
profit.
guys.
Oh, that's great.
Just meet me on the other side.
I might have to do one of those boxes, but I
Let's
don't
do it. We should do it and unbox it together.
I know. Maybe we should, when you get your channel going, right? We can do some collaborations.
Can you see this? I don't know if you guys
Yep.
see it.
Awesome.
But it's a Shriner boiler suit. Like it's got a Shriner thing on the back. Little clown.
Wow.
For
Oh my
$85.
goodness. Wow.
Very nice.
85 buckaroonies. And you know
That's
what?
awesome.
That was my husband's pickup.
There
He
you
was like, this is
go.
really neat. I'm like, okay, Chris, whatever.
I know. And it's so great to go to these sales with 2 sets of eyes. We went to this big thing with my brother last week called the Florida Flywheelers, and I did pick up one thing there, a piece of Firestone, but wait, is that not Firestone? What am I trying to say? Fire King. But anyway, so on our way out, it was way out in the country, and we're driving, and we passed this house out in the middle of nowhere with a big yard sale. And as we're passing it, I said to my family, I feel like we're obligated to stop because they're obviously having this yard sale, hoping that traffic from the flywheelers will stop. And I don't see anybody stop. So we should go back. And my husband's like, you want to go back? I'm like, yeah, I kind of do. So we went. My daughter found a bunch of stuff. She found some scrubs. And I found some books and some Minecraft plush that I think are going to do great.
Oh, no.
And then my husband's looking around and he found 3 vintage metal boxes. One is an old Curad box and 2 are kitchen spice boxes. And didn't you just show some on your channel, Rebel? Yeah, I was going to comment and then I forgot about that. So I'm really excited. He's looking at them and he's like, I think these are worth something. So they ended up in the bag.
That's awesome. That's the same when Robert picked up that $8 book.
That Bible. That was great.
The Bible. Yes.
Different set of eyes. Different set of eyes.
Yeah.
It's great. It is great.
Hannah asked, do I get fan mail at my P.O. box? I get returns at my P.O. box. That's it.
All right, so let's all send Rebel some fan mail to her P.O. box, so she has something good.
My mailman, the mail people down there will be like, "What is all this?" 'Cause they don't know about this side of my business.
Too funny. I'll be right back. I gotta run out and check my little doggy. I hear him.
Can you pack this?
Willie,
I have him pack this needlepoint kit.
Oh, nice.
I sold it immediately. It's opened, but I like to put these between cardboard.
Yeah.
So that this doesn't get bent. So
Right.
I ain't going to bother with it right now. But look, right here's a good one.
Yes, that'll work.
That'll work. Just cut it up for me. Yeah. Yesterday when I got home from picking up my son, I had sold one thing. And I was like, really? This will be the all-time worst day. But I did sell a few things overnight. But
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't sold anything. I didn't sell anything yesterday, and nothing so far today. But I've sent out a few offers, and I've got watchers on some of the things that I've listed recently. So it's just a matter of getting past the hurdle of when I wasn't listing. So now I'm feeling that effect. So once I get back, now that I'm back to listing regularly, I feel fine about it. So
Our friends are here.
It'll be
Amy
fine.
and
It'll
Dan.
be fine.
Amy and Dan are here.
Hey,
Hi.
I was just saying it was fine.
It was fine. Amy and Dan.
Hi, Amy and Dan.
Yay.
So, Amy and Dan, whoever, I don't know if it's both of you guys or just one of you, but I just got to officially 1 month left of your videos. I think I watched February 3rd today. So I'm like, yay, I'm within a month now of seeing everything. So
I just keep letting them scroll. They keep scrolling through all of my. I watch videos all day long, But I did have to comment. I finally remembered to stop the video and comment because they sold in our collab, you get these huge plush in these boxes.
Yeah.
And they sold the sloth
Nice.
the other day and shipped it. And I think the same day I sold that huge moose that I got.
Oh, great.
So
great.
We both, I think, are way into the positive already on those
That's awesome.
boxes.
That's awesome.
And yeah, Dina,
Yeah, that
we
was a
love
good
doing
box.
collabs. I want to do more collabs, but yeah.
Both of y'all did good with the plush. I saw their video where they did a purse collab with a couple of other people, and that was just awful.
That was threat. That's gonna be my thread up experience. The first one will be just this awful stuff that's gonna end up at my booth.
And none of the people who participated in that got anything good. I think they might have each gotten like one thing that was decent. So
For what was that?
In their thread up boxes, it's been a few months ago now. I think that they did it. They did a collab where they each got a thread up box of purses.
Okay.
And everything they got was
When I
bad.
order my next box of shoes, I'm just gonna order 2 and or 3, whatever we want to do. But they're so hard to get too sometimes. Sometimes the shoes are up, but then it's some designer ones. I've always had good luck with the designer boxes too.
That's what I'm going to shoot for. I don't know if I'll do clothes or if I'll do shoes or.
Well,
I know you pay up.
If there's a designer box up and you happen to land on it the day that it's up, you buy it. Don't wait, because it just sometimes like 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, maybe it's just me because I'm not on there, but I had my phone set. This is how nuts I am. I had between me and Chris trying to get one of those boxes. I'm like, okay, my timer's gonna go off here and I'll check. And then when your timer goes off, you check. He was like, it worked. We did it for like 48 hours and that was done. But we got boxes. So we got 2.
So Dan and Amy said party time. You forgot to say excellent right after that. I love that they're always doing Wayne's World references because I love Wayne's World. You guys, did y'all see my comment to one of your videos not too long ago where you had done another Wayne's World reference? It was something about Delaware, which I had forgotten that one, but I was telling them that one time backstage, because y'all know I worked at Disney for 30 years, so I've seen and met all the stars. We're not supposed to ask them for autographs, but we can talk to them if we just see them in passing. So I've talked to everybody, and so Aerosmith, when they were there, I guess when the Rock and Roller Coaster was opening, and so they came through our theater, and I was like, hey, you guys, I loved you on Wayne's World. And like, of all the things I could have said to Aerosmith, I had to say I loved him on Wayne's World. And I'm not talking about the movie, I'm talking about their like the SNL skit, which I love. So anyway, I'm a huge Wayne's World fan, and anytime they're like party time, excellent, and then she said it to something else. She was like something else time, excellent, and I was like, yay, that works. So, love it so much.
My childhood.
I love how they coordinate their comments with each other, Amy and Dan. It's like she'll say something and then he says it, and it's just
yeah. Or it's funny whenever he's doing some kind of shipping and she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know? Too funny.
Yeah. So let's shout them out. If you've not subscribed to the Hustle Couple, definitely go over there. They put out all day type.
I know.
Videos.
I feel like we should jump on and like battle with the live workrooms. I love it. It keeps you motivated, you know. Especially like this, not so much. I love sitting here and talking. They're just like working.
Working.
Makes me
and I have to, because I was going to work in my garage today, but it didn't work out. So I wasn't prepared. And so really all I have right now to do is to type listings. But to do that, I have to switch screens and then I can't see what you guys are doing. So I'm kind of at a loss because I was planning to work in the garage and be on camera. But I wanted to say hey to June. She says she's a new subscriber to Rebel. And she said, just sign up for Elizabeth. Does that mean you signed up for my YouTube channel? Maybe. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. I am mostly a booktuber. I do all kinds of videos about books and I co-host readathons and all that. But I have a few reseller videos and I'm going to be making more. And so by all means, come and watch. As I was saying last week, I think my BookTube subscribers don't know what to do about with reseller videos. What does it say? Check thread up.
Check thread up.
Your alert just came.
I don't think I've even signed up for ThreadUp, so that's going to be first. And then Hannah is asking Courtney about how we buy from Donatello. Now I know she does like daily lives, and I've gotten on there
all the time.
Yeah, I need to get on there because Courtney said if I can go get one of her free, her $50 plush things that she's got right now, she and I will do a collab. So I need to get on that.
Go on her channel and fill out the form at the top of her page, and that'll allow you to buy from her.
I did that once, and every time I go on there, I don't see the little wrench or whatever it is that
sometimes,
says.
they had switched. They were having some problems with the autofill on some of the stuff, and on the whatever system they were using. I don't know if that's fixed or not, but I know you have to actually type in everything and not use the autofill so that she gets it.
Oh,
so that could have been it. But yeah,
I'm going to go do that. But I'm going to send her a message also and see if she's got any. See, right there.
Great. I mean, she just gives you her phone number. She's like, call, text me, call me, whatever. She's just great. Those two are great women. I love them. I love watching them. I like keeping them on in the background too.
Yep.
Hello, Liz,
she's going to help me.
Thanks for joining us.
But Hannah, her channel is Donatello Donatello Botolino. Courtney put it on here. But she has lives all the time. I was watching it one day when that Build-A-Bear orange pumpkin thing came up. And it was I was like, but it was already beyond what I wanted to pay. But yeah, she's got some excellent stuff. And right now she's got these bags that are $50. So I'm going to have to go in there and see if I can get one.
No, she's great. They're honest. They're nice. They're, it's just no worries. No worries. Totally family.
Sherry sent me a message that says, will you feel famous if I see you at the bins and say hi? Are you going to be at the St. Louis? Is she near St. Louis or Asheville? Maybe Asheville or Nashville. Asheville, I need to start going to. I had pretty good luck there. I don't think I did. I released that video already. But I had some good finds there. So,
Did you release it already?
Did we release it?
We recorded it, but I don't think we released
it. We haven't released it. I went to my fiasco last week of going to the consignment sale that wasn't there.
Oh, I felt so bad for you. But at least you had something else you could do and you made the best of it. So that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have been pouting.
And I was hungry and I had gotten up early and it was like, so yeah.
And you didn't end up going to it, right?
Huh?
Didn't end up going to that one?
I didn't go back. That's such a long drive for me.
Yeah. You said it was 45 minutes.
Robert wouldn't take me. No, I think
Robert.
Yeah, Robert had second. He actually he volunteers to help deliver food through the Second Harvest program, and so he couldn't go with me that day. He always says he's driving Miss Daisy. He drives me around a lot. He'll call his parents, I'm driving Miss Daisy.
Is he taking you to the Piggly Wiggly?
I know.
To the pig.
Don't you have a Piggly Wiggly where you are, Lori? Didn't you say that?
A Winn-Dixie.
Oh, Winn-Dixie. I know it was one of those ones that it's been forever since I heard.
Yeah.
Winn-Dixie and Piggly Wiggly.
We have Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie is our only.
Oh, Sherry, we should be at the bins unless I have septic issues continuing. We're going to be there next week. And we just follow that schedule that they have where you can stay till a certain time and then you have to leave. I'm hoping that's going to end soon because that's kind of
ours is not doing that anymore. Thank you, Lord. That I know of. Because let me see, I don't know if I've been there on. I mean, they switch out the bins fairly. I mean, they just keep moving them. So probably every hour, I want to say. But they would shut it down 2 times a day.
That's what these are doing.
But they didn't do anything to the dang bins. They just
they do it. St. Louis
Like, what
did.
if
I
you
mean,
airing the place out? What's going on?
I don't know.
They strip it.
They strip it, and when you walk in there, everything is just heaped again. It's wonderful.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Ours, like, they don't do anything. They just kick you out, sit there and bullshit with each other, and then let us back in.
So once they take stuff out and like take it to the dumpster, are you allowed to go through the dumpster or do they lock it?
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I
I've
would be
never
doing.
looked.
I'd be wanting to get the free stuff.
I've never looked.
Our bins is so dang big. I saw in the back, part of the where they store all the bins and then the incoming and out. It's insane. I mean, their bins high stacked. It's crazy.
I know the ones in Indianapolis, they were coming to a point where I think they were going to start letting large volume people buy Gaylords of stuff because they were
can't-
getting so
Yeah, we
overwhelmed.
can at mine. In fact, I was thinking about doing a shoe half pallet. I talked to the guy up there. He's sweet enough too. The guy that runs all that for it's not Miami, something else. But they're pretty good deals. I mean, your cost of goods at the end, but that's the whole thing is you get so much and you don't know. You know,
Right.
maybe a third of it might be worth reselling. I hate to be like that,
I think the Robert, the zombie plush dude, I forget the name of his channel, but his name is Robert. There for a while, he was getting Gaylords of stuffed animals. And I was just like, I want a Gaylord of stuffed animals. But nobody around here does them. I've
Isn't that
asked.
those big, huge, big
Mhm.
things? Okay.
That's like
I even figured out, I think we can fit 7 of them, not 7 Gaylords themselves, but the contents of like 7 of them into my trailer that we pull when we go sourcing. It was like, I need to find that. But then you're getting a lot of junk.
Yeah, that's the whole scary part. Like a girlfriend of mine bought what did she buy? Did she buy a whole Gaylord? I cannot remember, but I went with her to help her get it. And I just didn't seem like it was up my alley. I think if I had a brick and mortar or something, maybe, but just to list all of that stuff, that I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it was just a lot. It was a lot of stuff she really couldn't use.
I've been watching that Hustle at Home Mom. Have you been seeing any of the things?
Yes.
Oh, where the hell she's going? I'm gonna
That's
go.
amazing. She's
I
getting
need to
the
get there.
airport freight.
The airport freight
Freight
stuff.
returns or something.
Oh my gosh, Zombie Bargain Hunter is
I
Robert.
That
It's
source is somebody.
incredible.
I'd be
Yeah,
like,
those have.
tell me you're not getting it.
Oh my gosh, I would love to find some high-end stuff like that.
Well, that's why you gotta get the thread up. See, the one thing with the thread up rescue boxes, I think they're like $90 or $100, and you get how many pieces do you get? Maybe 10 pieces. But I got one box that I sold a Tory Burch bag for $350. So it's like even one thing out of that, okay. The rest of it goes back to thread up or whatever. That makes it worth it. But when you're talking about buying a whole Gaylord of stuff and hoping, crossing your fingers. But no, I would really like to get a hold of one of them, huh? And that's the mail. What is it? The discarded, unclaimed mail situation.
Right. She found some amazing stuff though.
I found a couple of places after I watched her first one. I Googled some places, and there are some companies that are doing them. But again, you don't know what you're, she really, and her prices were really good too on those for her.
Yeah, and she was bidding on them, right?
Yes, that's
bidding.
where I didn't know if it was, I'm going to write this down for next week. If we're on, I'll tell you what it is. There was like three companies that do that type of liquidation or wholesale or whatever it's called. I just need to sit down and spend a little bit more time drilling into it. I'll figure it out.
Yep.
But those are great. She's gotten some great stuff. Who else does pallets?
She's the only one I've noticed doing them recently.
There is a reselling YouTuber, I forget her first name, but her channel is called Willie Nice Stuff. She does some big pallets of things. Like her last name, I think, is Willie, Wiley. And so that's her channel name, Willie Nice Stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
And you should check her out. She does mostly clothes and stuff. She seems really nice.
Oh,
I haven't watched all of her stuff, but I've watched a few things.
Let me see.
Oh, all right. I found her. I'm subscribing.
I'm looking.
All right, good. I love watching other people to find out what they're finding. Just, yeah. I don't know if I shared it. I was watching. I don't know if you guys watched the NC Picker. He's funny. He's hilarious, but he has a video that he does. It's called Trash for Cash, and Kevin the Commonwealth Picker's on there, and Carrie.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, and I had that little song, that figure. You know, it's funny because people will send me something. People will send me a message that says, you were just talking about this and I saw this in a thrift store. Well, that happened to me on that show.
That's so funny. It happened with me in that dang cup.
Did you find the hand for that
I
one
had
toy?
just watched you and then I found that. It's so bizarre.
No, I didn't find the hand. So I listed it for like $20 or $25. But it was just one of those, you know, I had to buy it no matter what. I don't care.
How do
I
you
saw it
spell
on some.
Izzy?
What?
How do you spell her name? Willie Nice.
I think
It was
it's W-I-L-E-Y.
W-I-L-E-Y. Yeah.
W-I-L.
So like Wiley Nice Stuff.
Yeah, but she pronounces it Willie Nice
Willie.
Stuff, like really nice stuff, you know, little play on words there.
Yeah, together we sold it. She has several channels, so I've watched a couple of Courtney's video unboxing videos. She did a plush. No, she was watching somebody one time do an unboxing of vintage toys, and I'm sitting there the whole time just watching all of this stuff that this girl got in her box. It was like, I need to do that more. I enjoy those.
You definitely should get a box from Donna and T. Those are really, really good mystery boxes. She does it up right.
I'm gonna, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna send her a message when this is done. So,
yeah, I love watching. I like watching Courtney when she gets those boxes from her too. Those are really nice. Or even the toy boxes from her Goodwill.
yeah.
My thrift here doesn't do any of those mystery like boxes. I was thinking about asking the guy if he would throw some stuff together, but he's a little weirdo.
I noticed when I went into the Goodwill in Asheville, they actually have jewelry lots behind the counter, and one lady was looking at them, but I ain't brave enough to do that kind of stuff.
I'm not there yet either. One day.
Yeah, it was like $30, I think, for just a.
If you're a rebel, if you go through it and you find like some silver, like one or two pieces, you know, or a piece of gold, I mean, $30, there you go, you know, with like one or two pieces. That's what I was thinking about, but I don't know jewelry that well. I don't. I got this face that's got silver on it, and I am so afraid to list it because I don't, again, I need to get over that fear of listing. It's, you know, some of the people who, when you guys ever have this happen, you list something and then you get the Mr. Know-It-All to tell you about your listing and to take it down, and that's not what this is. I really want to know who raised those people. Like where in the book of law, where is that right? You can't do that, you know. That's mean. And so it's put this fear in me of like, oh, you know, and that happened to me with some PlayStation stuff, and I took it down and I haven't relisted it because now I'm nervous. But then I went and researched it, and that guy was wrong. And do you know what he did? He sent me a stinking offer after he told me to take all my stuff down and only sell it for $70.
Oh, so that was his
his shtick, yeah,
his scam
and so I
to
said,
get you to reduce it and then offer you.
It's so funny though, like you know, something, even like the sandals I just listed, I put something and somebody corrected me. It's like, just don't, at 3 in the morning, who's dinging my phone at 3 in the morning? Why are you up? Again, who raised you?
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I don't know.
Hannah.
You have those people, Rebel.
Hannah's wanting to send me some more plush. So just, you set me a price, Hannah, and let me know, and we'll make it done, and I'll do another unboxing with your stuff. I wish I could send you something, but I'm terrible at sourcing things that aren't plush. I see other YouTubers who are putting, mystery boxes together for people, and I'm like, yeah, I would be terrible at it. They'd be like, why you send me all this junk?
I wonder if this will fill for anything.
Yeah.
I have a whole box of like stuff that came from a throw out, and it's all stuff that I have no idea what to do with. Again,
You weren't in here, Lori, but just as we were about to go live, Robert's sister called him, and there's somebody she knows who's closing down an antique store and wanting to know if we want to come and look.
Uh-huh.
So, we're going to be there next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I may be buying stuff way outside of my wheelhouse.
Oh, that's so neat. I don't know. I need to come across. That's another thing. I need to come across somebody getting rid of all of their stuff again. That was really nice to go through. But I did. Did I tell you guys I sold at our flea market for a couple weeks?
Mm-hmm.
I did that, and that was a lot of fun. But then I ran out of stuff.
This is because of a random conversation with a random guy at a wedding.
Yeah, he said his sister just had a random conversation.
I did.
Oh.
When my niece got married. I
Oh.
was talking to a guy.
Oh.
And he knew that my sister and I, so he talked to her. And
Oh. Robert talked to this guy at his niece's wedding, and then he remembered, and now he's contacted his sister to contact us. So that'll
That's
be
awesome.
Interesting.
That is awesome how it works. That's why I'm a firm believer of telling everybody what you do. Tell them.
Absolutely.
I do
They
too.
will call. They will call.
Yeah, if nothing else, you might can get free boxes. I was at church on Wednesday night a couple weeks ago, and somebody had stuck just a clean, smallish cardboard box right in the top of the trash can, and I snatched it. I was like, because we have like a fellowship dinner, and so everybody's just milling around, talking and eating and stuff, and I was like, if anybody doesn't know, I sell on eBay. Save me these boxes. Like,
Recycle, right? Recycle, reuse.
I took
All
all
he said.
home from my brother's house, all his stuff.
and
Every
the
day.
day I was, oh god, I'm sorry.
All down to the truck.
That day I
She's
was
working.
subbing, when I was walking out, there was a couple boxes with some packing paper, like that twisted up big packing paper, sitting in the hallway, and I was like, is this going out to the trash? Okay, I'm taking this. And I took it out to the car with me.
Yep.
Always on the lookout for shipping and shipping supplies.
Supplies always. They come in handy. I just sold a toaster oven, and thank gosh I got all those boxes from Adams because it was right there. The foam and everything, and jammed it in there. I had some crazy sales this week, all over the place stuff, but good-ish.
Right.
Good-ish for this time of year, right?
Huh?
Good-ish for this time of year.
Yes, good-ish.
Holly made a comment that said she bought 2 Goodwill boxes after mine, and she didn't get any big plush.
Aw.
I get it in every single one of mine.
but you get a lot more little plush.
But you
don't
get a
you
lot
have
more
to-
little.
Don't you have to order a plush box?
Yeah, but almost I've ordered 10 boxes, and all 10 boxes have always had a huge plush in them.
Like one big.
One
one.
big, and then a lot, however many more littles that they can cram in there. But it's always
So
got a
she
big
didn't
one.
get a big one?
Not
that
at
what she
all.
Huh.
So she's disappointed.
And
But
yet, you
But
seem
when they
like
clean-
sometimes you're like, you want to have more smalls, and instead of taking up all the space with one big one.
yeah, my big plush.
It was good this time, though.
She
It
got a
was
good one
good.
this time. Yeah.
I sold that one moose for $80.
Wow.
What?
That makes it worth it right there.
Yeah, I paid $70 for the 2 boxes, and one plush was $80.
Love it.
Paid for it. That's great.
But yeah, I was cramming that thing in a priority large box. It was so my handy dandy for those of you who cram stuff in boxes. Do buy these stickers.
Do not open, right?
Do not open with a sharp object.
Oh,
I
yeah.
use these a lot.
Never in my life have I picked up something that I got out of the mail. And never in my life have I picked up anything and taken a pair of scissors and cut into it. Never.
Yeah.
or never. I've never done that, so it's
And
hard
yeah,
for
some
me
people
to
are just like,
understand. People
Yeah,
are
and
like,
some people
"Oh,
are like,
then they get
"Zit."
mad at you. They get mad at you for them cutting
yeah.
their hair. It's like, where did that go? Again.
Yep.
I usually try to
But
allow
that's a good idea,
space.
Rebel. That's a really good
You
idea.
know, I like to have space all around whatever I'm shipping if possible.
So Victim Red said that she's from the UK and they don't have Goodwill bins. That would be so weird. I've heard them say, what's the word? Trunk sales, maybe, or what do they call where you go? The thrift stores there. Do they have yard sales in UK? I've been to the UK one time. It was my senior class trip. We went to we went to London. So
Nice. Somebody in the comments, Lori, asked where are your
car
bins,
boot.
and I can answer for you. They're in Miami. That's where she goes.
Miami, and where's the other one?
Car boot.
The boot. Yeah.
I can't remember the other name off the top of my head. There's 3 bins. One a little bit north by Vero Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is by my in-laws. So
Oh, the Vero Library has a
Fort
good
Pierce.
used
Fort-
bookstore.
Fort Pierce, that's where it's
Okay.
at. And then West Palm. And West Palm is a little smaller, but they got a lot in that. West Palm, for some reason, there's a crap ton of plush and bedding. I don't know if they just send all of their bedding and plush there, but a lot there. And Miami is just huge. It's like a football field of bins. It's great though. It is it's like it's like a gang though in there. When you come in, they're like looking at you like, who are you? Where are you from? This is our stuff. And then I kept going back and now they're my friends, but
I know. I
she
heard
was
you guys
not nice.
talking about someone closing their antique store, and I was just looking at the comments. I see that's Hannah, who also said stop by in Georgia. So
Mhm.
you really should, if she's closing her antique store. That's awesome.
And I just come
Not
on
often
down.
closing it, but a good opportunity to help her out and get you some good
Just
stuff.
come on
too.
down. All the
And
way
then,
down to 0.
Yep. Come on down. We went to, where did we go that one year? What beach? Destin. I loved Destin.
Destin, Florida? Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's that at?
It's up south of the Panhandle. It's in the Panhandle, kind of. Isn't it kind of more like where the curve?
It's pretty near Alabama.
It's on the Gulf.
Robert said it's very near Alabama.
Yeah,
We didn't travel far from Alabama and we were there. So,
yeah.
but
It's
yeah,
like
I'm so
Panhandle.
tired of cold.
We went, so I went back up to my brother's 2 days ago to go meet the furniture people because he's in Chicago right now. And so Chris and I were going to sail. We were going to take our boat up. And I got everything ready Saturday. We were going to leave at 4 a.m. because it's going to take us all day to sail there. Got out on the water. I mean, I don't know if you guys know what goes into packing up a boat to go out for a couple days, but we found a marina right by my brother's house, like a mile and a half away. So it's just perfect. We sat in that damn boat for 8 hours waiting on a storm to pass. It sat over us the whole time. That was my last couple of days. I've been trying to get out on my boat to go out to the beaches because that's like out. We don't really have beaches down here. It's like kind of a wash up, There's some man-made ones, but when you get out into like the little islands out into the Gulf, then you got like your little sandbars that go for miles, and you can just get out there, and it's like your own private beach. So that's the beaches we need to get you guys to. That's where it's at. But I've been trying to get on that damn boat forever, and it's that season though here too, where the weather.
It's been terrible here. The rain, the storms.
That's why I couldn't believe it. We haven't had rain like that in a long time. Like we had a big storm last week once, and then it just all day long. My driveway was like washed out. But I don't know. I love the beaches. I love the warm.
Robert said, do you have to cross bridges to get where you are? Because he has an aversion to bridges.
Yeah, there's like 170, Robert.
I don't like it either.
I live south of the 7, so I live south of the 7 Mile Bridge, and that's just 7 miles of continuous. I will not drive my Jeep across it though, guys. I will not. I mean, if I have to go to Home Depot, I don't know. I just got to get myself really prepared in my Jeep because that is scary. And I have no
Is it
windows,
2 lanes
no
or 4
nothing.
lanes? The 7 Mile Bridge.
Huh?
Is the 7 Mile Bridge 2 lane or 4 lane?
It's 2 lane, and then it's like 4 lane for 1 minute, and then it's 2 lane. So it's just scary.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
I say he has an
The
aversion.
water is like green and crystal, you know what I'm saying, around you. So the view eases the anxiety that the bridge gives you. But yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of bridges.
There's
Lori, have you ever been on the Sunshine Skyway bridge that goes from like Bradenton or over to Pinellas County, like St. Pete? It's gigantic. It's just like if y'all Google Sunshine Skyway Bridge, it's huge. And the scary thing about it, now it's a new bridge, but the old bridge collapsed and people died on it like years ago. The old bridge. I know.
You're not
He
helping.
doesn't want to hear that. He doesn't want to hear it. But I have driven on it before. And I don't know which is worse, to ride with somebody else where you have no control and you're like, ugh, or to drive yourself. When I drove myself, I was just like, I put blinders on and I just drove because it goes way up and then down.
That's
and
like
I'm
the
like,
7 Mile does that too. It kind of creeps up. It's not super high, but not only that, but then you can see the other bridge that did fall down.
Oh.
It was a train track. So it's like just ends.
Yeah.
Good, nice.
Yeah.
Feeling. There's 42 bridges. I should know that. 42 bridges to Key West. I thought there was more.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know, 42, 100. It's still a lot for.
It's still, yeah.
42. That 7 Mile bridge is a doozy. But
Robert's saying medicate him and he'll go.
There is a bridge
down here.
I grew up in Southeast Oklahoma, and there's a big lake there called Lake Texoma, and the bridge going from like my home county, Bryan County, into the next county, which is the town is Medill, Kingston. This bridge was awful when I was a kid, and it's still the same bridge. And I asked my brother a while back, I'm like, because I was driving in to visit them, and I said, have they ever built a new bridge? He's like, no, it's still the same one. I said, is there any way I could go around? I just do not. So I ended up going like out of my way north across a smaller part of the lake just to avoid that bridge, because it's a 2-lane and it's just ridiculous. And I'm thinking, in this day and age, why are we still traveling on a bridge like that?
Right?
That's awful.
Yeah,
and it's a U.S. highway. I don't understand. It's like U.S. Highway 70 in Oklahoma, and I don't get it.
Yeah, no, they work on the bridges here like at nighttime too, which is even, I'm not driving at night here, but at all. I've graduated to that age. Like after 40, I'm done. I'm not driving at night. I don't have to. And
Robert looked up your bridge thing. 35 people died.
And the Sunshine Skyway, yeah, that was the old one. I think a boat or something rammed into the pylon, and that caused the collapse.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a train bridge. It's at Bay Honda, where that.
Oh yeah, you're talking about a different one down in the Keys.
Oh yeah, and so it's like that's the only place we can get through really with our sailboat is where it fell down.
Wow.
But yeah.
But Robert, look at the new Sunshine Skyway. Do you see a picture there of the current one? Look how huge that is. It's beautiful, but man, it's breathtaking. Literally, it's like I'm on it. I'm like,
yeah. We're going to be down there.
Well,
we don't.
You can come to me without going near that bridge, so you don't have to go on that.
You can't come to me, you gotta go near a bridge.
Yeah, you can't get to Lori, but she could come and meet us in Miami, and we could go to the Miami bins.
Frequents bother me.
And plus,
the Mississippi, the Ohio, the ones we got to cross get to my parents. It's just
he doesn't even like the Mississippi and all of them.
Well, I'm not
oh yeah,
that it's okay, Robert, because that bridge sucks, and I do not like it either.
I crossed the Mississippi in Baton Rouge Rouge when I'm going to my hometown in Oklahoma, and it's a good bridge. It's like 4 lanes across, and I just get to the far inner lane, and I don't care how slow I go. The people can go around me. I'm just gonna put my blinders on, and I'm gonna get across it.
Years,
It's huge. Yeah.
years ago, I went to New Orleans and I crossed the Lake Pontchartrain, and I think that bridge is like 20 miles or 24 miles.
Yeah.
Some hideously long bridge over a lake that's probably full of alligators and other things.
It
That
is,
won't be
yeah.
used, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about that bridge in Virginia, West Virginia? That's the
It goes under.
Oh, the New River Gorge. I've been on that one.
I
That's
was
actually
on that one too, and nobody
that's not
told me
bad.
I went on that one. I just ended up in it with my family.
Yeah, when you're on it,
paying
it doesn't
attention.
really go up because it's already over a low thing,
Right,
as I
no.
recall. So
Creepy.
it was fine. I was fine on that one.
Well, it's a pretty bridge.
Yeah, he's looking up your bridge.
It's
The
pretty.
Sunshine Skyway, it's
That's
really
what I'm saying.
pretty.
So if you can just look around, it takes a
You'll be
little
fine.
anxiety. But not me in my little Jeep, my little Wrangler. I'm like going, like barely getting up 55.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I had to go to Home Depot, guys, to get planters and stuff for my deck. And I forgot that I was in my Jeep because we have a pickup truck. And I loaded my Jeep with all of these plants and 2 chairs. And I could only go like 45 or the stuff would blow out of my Jeep. I had a damn line of traffic clear all the way back to Marathon. That bridge. I know I was not liked that day. But yeah, it was nice going 40. I could do that. It was nice and slow. I felt like I had control. Everybody behind me is flipping me off, zooming around me. I at least got flipped off 5 times that day.
No.
I'll be like, I don't care. I'm going my speed. Y'all deal.
Exactly. Yeah, no. I pick everything up. I'll pick up furniture and that damn thing on the side of the road. Come limping home with it. It's the cutest thing.
I was at the Goodwill in Asheville last week, and a guy bought a couch and put it on his little Ford vehicle. On the roof, he had a blanket and bungee cords, and he put a couch on the roof of his car. Everybody was watching. Everybody was like,
there's one of my friends, what's his name on Instagram? Deal Sniffers. He's got a little like Honda, and he picks, and he'll go and build everything up on top of that little car. And he's a great big tall guy too. Driving around with Deal Sniffers. He's great.
That's funny.
The same thing though, like just loading that stuff up. I guess there's a will, there's a way, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh goodness. So are you going to be next week? You don't know if you're going to be here?
I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Maybe you've talked me into doing something. I don't know if it'll be an hour and a half, but maybe we'll try to figure out something just so. But I'm going to try to do some short stuff too, just to show you guys the stuff I'm picking up. So hopefully,
Yeah.
it'll be another good trip. This is going to be like, well, I say my last, this one is to kind of get me through till yard season, just like gets really, really busy for me. And
Are
hopefully
you
we're
going to
going
go
to
up
have
for a couple days then? You'll go up and stay, right?
oh yeah, we'll probably stay. We're going to bring RJ with us. So he's going to have grandparent time, and, we'll be there in the evenings. But yeah, I'm just kind of stock up, have lots of bags when I have a slow weekend or something that I can go ahead and still make videos and all of that stuff.
Rebel, I have an idea. If it doesn't work out for you to like host it, I could host it from my channel and send you the link. And then if you're able to come in and show us, footage of where you are, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If you can't work it out at all, then I'll be happy to host it from here. And Lori, you can come on and I will send you guys the links, and then,
Yeah,
maybe I can
get it all right.
come in from my garage.
Who knows? If I can't get my septic working right, we'll be here, right here, same time next week.
It'll be working well enough.
Oh, Robert says it'll be working well enough.
Okay.
3 teenage boys in my house, when you got to kind of watch how much water is going out of the house.
I was going to comment on Victim Red. Earlier she talked about car boot sales, and of course I know here we don't say boot, but like she's talking about the trunk. When I was when my oldest daughter was in elementary school, we did a trunk sale at our school parking lot, and as a kind of a PTA fundraiser. So anybody who wanted to could have a few parking spaces and bring their car in and just open up their trunk, or they could set stuff out or whatever. And they gave us like $5 to set up, and then people could come and shop. It was really fun. It was great. And I always kind of wish we would have done it again.
Is that what that car boot stuff is? Is that what you're talking about, Lizzie?
Yeah. So she's talking about car boot. That's like a trunk or a trunk sale. So you could, it's kind of like the pop-up consignment sale, only you would have it in a parking lot, and whoever is hosting it would say, okay, on this date, we're going to have, you rent out some space and then sell your stuff.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's like a community yard sale, but it's just like a boot sale or a trunk sale or whatever, where you just come and set up your car and set up some tables out in front and sell out of your car. So that's a good idea. She says like a large garage sale all in one place.
That's really
it sounds kind of like a flea market, right? What we call flea markets.
Kind of, yeah. Except it's just like a pop-up thing. It's just like a one-time thing.
I can't. If I like shut you guys' faces off, then I can see the chat. So sorry.
That's okay.
I'll fix it for next week.
All right. BOLO Buddies has set me up with the $50 plush thing for me and her to do a collab on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get with her and get that ordered, and then hopefully, probably maybe not next week, but the next week we can do something. That'll be fun.
All right.
Great.
Yep. All right, ladies. We've hit our hour and a half plus.
All right.
I got a little work done this time. Some.
I got a little bit done.
This much. Yeah. I got kicked out of the labels for eBay, so I have to do that all over again. It seems like if you stay there.
Is anybody else's? eBay was having some hellish problems yesterday. It's better now. I shouldn't cause an uproar, but last night I was trying to list and it just kept exiting out, shutting down.
Yep.
Good times. All right, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thanks everybody for coming.
Bye.